Hey guys, I am here with a tag today. It is an original tag by one of my favorite new booktubers, the Paperback Biker. I feel so lucky that she chose me to carry on her original tag in her first original tag video. Super cool. I don't think I can come up with an original tag, so when everyone else does it, I'm like, yeah, tag me. Let's see what I got. So this tag is called the Pumpkin Spice Latte Basic Book Tag, and we're just gonna get right into it. Question number 1 is Leggings. A book you ran out to buy or pre-order. I have a few books on pre-order, but I'm gonna go with the most recent one, and that is Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. I pre-ordered this. I ran out to get it, and that's all because it ended up being the physical ticket to meet V.E. Schwab. She signed all my shit. I'm really excited. I love her. She personalized it. I'm a big fan. This is my most recent, both pre-order and pickup. Vengeful. I can't wait to read it. It's a priority this month, 100%. Question number 2 is Uggs, which I do not own. A book that is great on the inside but not on the outside. I reversed that. I believe the original is great. Not great on the outside and great on the inside. Why do I even try anymore? It is The Illustrated Man by Ray Bradbury. I'm a big fan of Bradbury. I talked about Fahrenheit 451 a few times. The book cover is pretty. I don't know if you can see it. Not that great. I'm sure there are versions or editions of it that have like a nicer cover, but this is the one I own. It doesn't really do much for the story, but I think I gave it like 4 stars when I read it, which is a good rating to me. If you don't read Bradbury but you like sci-fi, you should really check something out. It doesn't have to be this one, but something. Question number 3 is Infinity Scarf. Imagine. Infinity Scarf is a book that went on way too long, and I'm gonna have to go with the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. As a whole, I never finished it. I think I read the first 4 books. The last 2 were a slog. I think I like went back on Goodreads and I gave them 4 stars, but holy hell, they're long. And I like Stephen King, but like, never gonna finish it. There's what, 3 books left in the series? I guess never say never. They went on too long. I quit the series. Question number 4 is Sweater. A book that's on the top of your TBR because a sweater goes on top. I'm kind of cheating here because I started it yesterday, but that is A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab, or The Darker Shade of Magic read-along, because it's the 3rd of the final. We are in October. I can't believe it's the 3rd month of this read-along. What is time even? Question number 5 is, let's see if I can do this. We're gonna make it like legit messy, right? How's it look? Great, perfect, wonderful. We're only gonna put it up for this answer. Question number 5 is Messy Bun. A book that was cute, fluffy, easy to read. I'm going with Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I know some people have struggles with the theme of this book because it's basically about a dude reading emails between 2 women because that's his job, not because he wants to. And he falls in love with one of the women, and it's cute and fluffy and an adult romance that I really enjoyed. That's my answer. I didn't think ahead to grab my glasses because I do wear 2 types of glasses. One for driving at night and one for reading because I'm getting old and my eyes suck. Number 6 question is glasses. A book that opened up your eyes to something new. I'll probably get some shit for this because I don't know, people tend to dislike when other people talk about veganism and diets, but Eating Animals by Jonathan Safran Foer, who is a writer I do like. I checked out his book Eating Animals after I'd already transitioned to eating vegan. It was like an insight into farming and what it does both to the animals and the environment and what the farming industry is like, both for people who are still trying to stick to like the small farm, know the animals as they're raised, know the slaughterhouse they go to, that kind of thing, and how they're struggling because of big factories, to the big factories and going inside and interviewing, and it was really, really fascinating. I'm not gonna harp on about it because I don't like to be one of those pushy people. I'm not the crazy vegan, but I learned a lot, and so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, that's one of those things where I feel like it's not a super biased opinion. It's just, here's some facts. It's worth checking out if you have any interest at all. Question number 7 is makeup. A book with great color combos on the cover. I can go with like so many here, but I'm gonna go with something new, and that is Small Spaces by Catherine Arden. You all know that I love The Bear and the Nightingale. The trilogy is about to end. I love Catherine Arden. She seems like such a cool and down-to-earth person. And she put out a middle grade spooky tale, and I've asked my library to purchase it so I can read it, because middle grade is not really my jam, so I don't want to spend the money on a hardcover for a book I won't reread. The cover is very pretty with its purple and its orange and its black and its spookiness. Question number 8 is Manicure, a book with staying power that isn't popular anymore, but once, I guess, was, and could still hold up today. And really, I couldn't narrow it down to one, so I'm just gonna say anything by Agatha Christie. Obviously, the books are older, and Murder on the Orient Express, and there's several that are like pretty big still, but like you don't really hear about them that much because not many people read them anymore. So I'd say anything by Agatha Christie would be Manicure, staying power. Question number 9 is Cute Bag, a book that you'd like to carry around with you on the street so you can give it to anybody because it's that good that you want other people to read it. I could go with so many, and maybe not even this specifically, but Neil Gaiman. I went with Neverwhere because it was the first Neil Gaiman book that I read, and it like changed my life a little bit, because then I read all of Neil Gaiman's work and found my favorite author. I think American Gods being my favorite is a little bit big for someone to swallow, so I chose a smaller, faster read to hand out to just anybody. Maybe The Graveyard Book would be a better one to hand out. Neil Gaiman. Question number 10 is iPhone, a book that you were glued to and read faster than anything you've read before. I tend to have like a 2 to 4 day turnover time if it's a book that I can't put down. I very rarely read a book in one day. I mean, I read The Wicked Deep in one day, but also it was for a readathon, so I kind of like had to. It wasn't necessarily that I like needed to know the answer for the end, I guess. Instead, I'm going with The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender. I read that book in 2 days, and I loved it so much so that my sister just had a birthday, and I picked that and Six of Crows for her birthday. We'll see if she reads them. It was beautiful, and I loved it so much, and I like ate that book up. And finally, question 11, a Pumpkin Spice Latte, a book with food or drink on the cover or in the book. And for that, I went with Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertelli, because Leah is on the cover drinking, I don't know what, water, tea, lemonade, something refreshing. It looks great. That is my Pumpkin Spice Latte basic book tag. Thank you again to the Paperback Biker for tagging me. I am going to tag, who would want to do a fall tag? We'll go with Amanda over at the Naughty Librarian, Julie at Pages and Pens, and Sophie at Sophisticated Books. If any of you guys are interested in doing this tag, the original can be found linked below. I'll have the questions written out below. I hope your fall is going well. I hope it is cooler than it is for me right now as I am sweating beneath all of this. How sexy. Alright guys, that's it. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit like. If you're new here, subscribe. All my social media is also linked below. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for being here. Bye. Of which, can I do this? I'm not flexible. Leggings. Jeez.